Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. I see you kept your name, Reverend Gobby Dobby.
Don't start.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for popping your messages on there. Facebook user, we can't see your message. Oh, it's Jean Pearson. Hi, Jean. I hope you're all right, my love.
Hi, Jean. Hi, Pam. Hi, Facebook. Hi.
And Brenda's on there. We've got a lot of Facebook users. We're going to need some names. So Adrienne Green. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Oh, we've lost Libby. We shall get her back in a minute. There she is. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Are you well, Libby?
I'm lovely, thank you. And how is Gobby Dobby and Zara?
Perfect.
I just wanted to say it. Double thumbs up. I will like that.
Hi, Daniela. Yeah. Hi, another Facebook.
Just so you know, Libby and I only get, well, in fact, we didn't give him the name. We kind of hinted at it and he gave himself the name. It's nothing to do with us, is it, Libby? We just decided we were sticking with it.
No,
it's a name that's been around. It's been with the family name for years.
Is your mum on? We'll get your mum to confirm.
Yes, she will, because she calls me Father Gobby Dobby.
That's too much of a tongue twister for me.
I said yes, because she shows me Father.
Oh, she calls me as in father.
Yes. I thought you were from Rotherham.
I am, but don't tell anybody. Can it be our secret?
No.
Oh, Libby, thank you so much for joining us this evening. We haven't seen you for ages and we've missed your energy. You're amazing. Tell everybody what you've been up to.
So I've been busy out. I'm an animal communicator. I connect with animals in the spirit world, animals down here, but fundamentally I'm a healer. So I've been going out to lots of yards, doing lots of readings, connecting with not just loved ones. Basically, I say to the spirit world, whatever our recipient needs is what they get. So, but the fundamental basis of all of it is healing. So they will bring bits of all sorts. The healing has become really good. Animals take the healing they're very apparent with it. So some of them will become like anaesthetized. Horses will drop their heads. They will yawn. They will lick. They will chew. Because they're just more sensitive to the energy. Even though us humans are getting the energy at all times, animals are, more in the moment and more energetically linked. So it's been an exciting journey. It's something that just sings to my soul. So I'm pleased to be back here. I haven't really been doing lots of services for humans. I've been doing spirit animal services. So we will see how it goes this evening, but I'm sure we'll have a fun evening either way. I just can't see any comments. So that's a good start. No, I can't see any comments.
Okay, don't worry. I'll put as many up on the screen as I can. All I can tell you is to carry on regardless.
Cool, I'm good with that.
I wasn't laughing at you, Libby. What I'm seeing is a lot of people putting on here, yes, I'm from Rotherham, laugh out loud.
There's quite a few of us on here, isn't there?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's fabulous to see. Oh, no. I have family over there. I'm only joking. They know I'm only joking.
Well, Libby, you've never admitted to that one.
Shush. Before I dig a hole with the JCB, Libby, would you mind doing the opening prayer for us, please?
On that note, yes, I will.
Thank you.
So can we blend our energies, please, friends? Divine, loving spirit, the essence of everybody and everything. I thank you for allowing me to come forward this evening and bring not only the communication from our loved ones in spirit, but also the healing energies. I ask that even if people don't get a message this evening, that they feel the love and the light of the spirit world. And remember, we are spirit. So we are connected back to spirit by just a thought. So open your mind and open your heart and you will never feel alone. Amen.
Amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Amen.
And speaking of animals, Libby, I just must point out to everyone that if the little poppy field behind me, which of course I'm not sat in the poppy field, I wish I was, projected, if it starts to move, I don't want anybody to panic. There's nobody in the room. It'll just be my little rabbit running underneath the cloth at the back and it moves it. It may look like the poppies are swaying in the wind.
Oh, we like that. We like that.
She's gorgeous. You'd love her.
Yeah. She comes to take energy, you see.
Yeah.
The poppy field you show reminds me of one that was a freak happening back in 2014, where round about the armistice there was a field in Wales that suddenly sprouted poppies in a place where it should not have had more than 2 or 3.
Wow. Gosh.
So,
yeah, so there must be a reason why we've got them tonight. Well, Libby, you probably remember our healing candles here. Mind you, maybe not. Our lovely healing candles that we do for absent healing. I borrowed them, and I always say this, they're borrowed permanently from Little Port Church down south.
You've nicked him.
Well, he shouldn't have sent to me in my defence.
Nick so from Nick.
I like it. We're going to send out some absent healing to people who aren't here, and I've had a few messages today to ask for healing. So if I could send some healing to Lisa Scott and family, Des Beaumont and family, Tyler Jones and family, and Jonathan Rains and family, please. If you'd like anybody to be on the healing, then by all means put your comments in while the candles are on, and we shall definitely send healing. As Libby said, she's expert at the healing, bless her. No pressure, Libby.
We're all experts at the healing because we are all soul driven. So
there we go. You see, that's it. So I'm going to treat us all to these little candles now with the absent healing prayer. Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, here we bring upon you all those listed in our absent healing books, that it may please thee to heal them, be they sick in mind, body, or spirit, both those we know, those we don't know, and those who have no one to ask for them. We ask for them now. And they are so lovely, the candles, they really are. I just need to answer a few things that have been popping up in the comments box, if I may. Hi, Chris Michael. Yes, it is the rabbit that turns into the cat. I must send you the video, Libby, you'll love it. The little rabbit goes out of the room and the cat enters as it's gone out, and it looks like the rabbit's turned into a cat. If I could send it somewhere for it to be famous, it really would. It's great fun. So yes, Chris, it is. Can we say good evening to Justin? I just see Justin Rogers. Hi, Justin. And to James, who's watching in Israel. Good evening, James. Thank you for joining us this evening. And thank you to everybody. It's lovely to see so many names up here. Sophie Haig. They're not always showing in the list just there.
We've got Trace. Trace is on there. Jill Story's on there. Yeah, good evening, everybody. Daniela's on there as well. So yeah, there's quite a few on there. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm just worried about the older generation who are technophobic, trying to blow the candles out, thinking it was a birthday. So yeah.
Good evening, Deborah. Well, shall we pass it over to you, Reverend Gobby Dobby? Reverend.
Yeah.
You go for it, kid. I'm going to make you the biggest on the screen if you just bear with. Let me see. We'll do it that way. There we go. Whoa.
Right. Yeah. What I'm going to be reading tonight is from from the Bible, as usual. But Exodus 3, this is about Moses. Moses thought, I will go over and see the strange sight. This is after he's seen the burning bush over in the mountain there. I will go over and see the strange sight, why the bush does not burn up.
I'm sorry. What was that?
It was a motorbike going outside here. I think it was a Harley Davidson. Promise you it wasn't me. Could you hear it? The floor
It was sound effect. It was sound effect saying that Moses went up to burning bush on his Harley Davidson.
There you go, you see.
On his Triumph. Anyway, God calls to Moses, 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 here I am. Do not come any closer, God said. Take off your sandals, for the place where you are standing is the holy ground. Then he said, I am the God of your father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. At this, Moses hid his face because he was afraid to look at God. Then we go over to chapter 4 of Exodus, verses 1 to 3. What if they do not believe me or listen to me and say, the Lord did not appear to you? Then the Lord said to him, what is that in your hand? He replied, a staff. Throw it on the ground. So Moses threw it on the ground. And then further down we have 10 to 11. Moses said to the Lord, pardon your servant, Lord. I have never been eloquent, neither in the past nor since you have spoken to your servant. I am slow in speech and tongue. The Lord said to me, who gave human beings their mouths? Who makes them deaf or mute? Who makes them sight or makes them blind? It is not I, the Lord. Now go, I will help you speak, and I will teach you what to say. Right. A few little passages there from Exodus in chapters 3 and 4. Moses was a man who was brought up by Egyptians, and he was brought up as a prince. He was raised by a prince, because we all know the story about how he was left in the Nile in a basket, and he was brought from the Nile and raised within the palace of the Pharaoh. So when he found out that he was a Hebrew, he subsequently left Egypt and went to find his own way in life to live amongst his people. Then all of a sudden he gets this command from God saying, I want you to fetch my people out of Egypt. And I want you to do it today. And Moses questions this. And this happened a few times until eventually Moses did fetch his people out of Egypt. As we all know the story. When we go back to Genesis, we hear the story of Noah. How God wanted him to build a boat and take all the animals on 2 by 2 and his family, because it was going to be a great fun. Now, this was to build a boat on land where the nearest sea was miles away. The link between these two stories is not just about the teachings of the Hebrews and the Jews within the Old Testament and the Christian sense. The link here is faith. With Moses, he had no faith in God. He didn't really know God when he was asked to do all these things. He'd only heard about him. He'd only heard the stories about him. Moses' faith was in the Egyptian gods, or it was until he left Egypt. But what God, and same with Noah. Noah knew God, but he'd never built a boat because he lived on land where he used to grow crops and tend to animals and things like this in his family. So both men are asked to do something that they've never done before. But because of their faith in God, or their faith in that higher source, that higher creative intelligent source, these two men did what was asked of them. But do you think that faith stops there? No, it doesn't. Noah may have had faith in God, but if he did not have faith in himself, he would not have built that ark. Moses may not have been sure of God, but again, if he didn't have faith in himself and what he was being told he could do, and have faith in that, he would not have brought the Hebrews out of Egypt. And this is what it's all about. It's about having, not just having faith in a higher divine source, no matter what your beliefs. That higher divine source has been around for 10,000 years and more. But it's always boiled down to also having faith in yourself. If you have faith in yourself, you can achieve anything that you're given to do in life. You can have faith in knowing you can get through anything that's thrown at you in life. Life will never throw you more than you can handle. But if you've got faith in yourself and faith that you can get through that, whether it's with the help of spirit, with the help of the higher force, then you'll do it. It's all about faith. Faith is one of the strongest things we can have, second to love. Hope is the result of that faith. Hope is the result of that love. So if you've got faith, you can do it. Libby's mentioned that she's not done a service for 6 months, but she's got faith that she can do it tonight.
She can.
I haven't done service with comments. I have done a couple of services, but just not with comments. But I always have faith. I always trust.
Sarah's, not telling people that she's from Rotherham, but I've got faith she is. I've just got to listen to her.
That's because he's Dobby.
Yeah, but yeah, guys, it's all about faith. It's hard to love ourselves, and it's easier to have faith in ourselves than it is to love ourselves. But yes, we should love ourselves, but also have faith that, one, you're worthy of it, and two, you can do anything that's put in front of you, whether it's positive or negative. You can do it, because out of it will always be a positive. With that, I will leave their love with you. Thank you.
Fabulous. Fabulous. Thank you. Did you see that look off Jan Jan?
Thanks, Jan.
Who's that saying that? Somebody's saying, is that Sophie? My faith has been tested in the last few days, to be honest. Oh, bless you, Sophie. We're thinking of you. If you need to talk to us, you can contact us. We can talk to you off the church site. By all means, we're always here for everybody. What does Tracy say? Thank you.
Oh, bless you, Trace.
You know that is, don't you? That's our Trace that came to see us at the church.
Yeah.
She said you got to grow your beard back. She said to him, you look weird without your beard.
It's growing. I started growing it a couple of days ago, so it's on its way.
It has. And then Daniela's saying the same. She's lost her faith. I'm glad. I nearly lost my faith. I'm glad I haven't. We're here for you all. You know how to contact us. It's not just about being online. We're here even when we're not online for you. If you want to contact us, please do, by all means. And
all I will say is, anybody does want to have a talk, I'm here for you. You can contact me day or night. If I don't answer, it's because I'm busy. All right? I will get back to you. If you leave your number or whatever, I will get back to you.
Yeah. And Chris Michael's saying he's seconded, bring back the beard. Bring back the beard. And he means mine.
Yeah, I know. You ever met a proper Yorkshire lass, Libby, from Rotherham? Most of them have got beards and hairy chests. It's a place where women are women and men are scared of them.
Right. I actually work a few days
a
week with horses near Barnsley, and that's quite close to Rotherham, isn't it?
No.
Barnsley, oh yeah. Do you know, my cousin used to live in Barnsley, and I went to see her, and we went out for lunch, and the people talking behind the bar where we went to eat, and they were talking to me, and I turned to my cousin and I said, I'm from Rotherham and I don't understand what they're saying.
Well, they weren't.
The accent was so broad, even I couldn't understand it.
Well, I'm from between Rotherham, Barnsley and Doncaster.
Pamela's daughter's from Barnsley. It is such a strong accent.
Are they all like flower?
Libby, can I help you find your comments? Are you on your phone?
I've just been having a little play because I've kept the faith that I will be able to find the comments. You see? So,
right, Jean's telling you off, look.
So I got, 1 second. Okay, so, but some of them just say Facebook user, and I don't know why that is. Some of them have got names, and some people are just Facebook users, so that's cool.
Yeah, if you can see you coming up as a Facebook user, pop your name on, especially if you're connecting with what Libby tells you. But I shall flash up on screen as many as I can, Libby. If there's any problem, I am sat listening backstage. Just give me a shout, and I'll come back on.
Okay, because last time I did a service like this, I went direct, but because I cannot see where I'm, you know, everyone's comments, Spirit have just said to me to throw it out. I just took the comments off. I'm just going to throw it out and leave you to
put the comments
to deal
up
with it, Zara. Yeah,
right,
because
right, no problem.
To do it that way. Okay, so
we're going to leave you.
Yeah, okay, cool.
See you soon.
Comments.
Bye,
so
Sarah.
I've got nothing. I've got no comments whatsoever. So wait there. If you've just left me, Zara, how are you meant to tell me what the comments are?
I can pop them on screen. I'll show you, for instance, like that.
Right,
so
okay.
I can put any of the comments that are on there on screen. So if you're saying something and somebody's saying, yes, that could be me, I can pop them on with their name. Will that be all right?
Okay. So we'll see. I will throw it out and we'll see. If it doesn't work, I'll just go direct. But they have asked me to throw it out because they, as I've got a gentleman and a woman stepping forward. But as the lady steps forward, bless her, you're going to be able to understand with her. She likes to smoke. She smokes Super King cigarettes, this lady. But she also, towards the end, she showed me she smoked cheap cigarettes because she showed me like Camels or Lucky Star or... So, yeah, and she liked to leave them in the ashtray. As this lady, and spark another one up. The reason why I'm talking so fast is as this lady steps in, she's a million miles an hour. But you'll understand the breathing really wasn't good with her, bless her. She's also showing me, she's a very proud lady, and she's coming in as like a gran energy. That's the way she's making me feel. And she's making me sit upright in my chair. Okay, you're also going to be able to understand with this lady. She's showing me like a wishing well. So I don't know if the wishing well's in the garden or if it's some sort of ornament, because she's just took a deep breath and she's saying towards the end of her life that she couldn't get out. But prior to that, she's very working class and she loved going to bingo. And okay, she liked brandy as well. She's just having a couple of swigs of brandy and she's laughing because she used to get baby sham in at Christmas. Although she said hardly anyone drank it. So can anyone understand this information? She's also saying towards the end, wishing well. Okay, Danielle Dyer. Okay, let's see if I'm with you, honey. So as she steps forward, you will understand with her. She called a spade, and she's laughing. And she's saying down here at this time that there is a situation around you where you need to start using your voice, because she's just saying to me that no. She's saying that you need to stand your ground on something. So as she's coming in a little bit closer, you're going to be able to understand with her. She loved crumpets because she's showing me proper butter. She said, I didn't have a lot of money because she used stork in the baking, but she's bringing me Lurpak, and she's saying, yeah, she liked nice little things. So what she's saying to me is sometimes in life, we have to appreciate the finer things. And she's just saying to me, that down here at the minute, Danielle, that you're just not always appreciating things. And we all do this, because what your Nan's saying to me, and she's calling herself Nan, not Gran. And as she comes forward, she's also just said Jenkins to me. So I don't know if that surname fits in somewhere. Okay, so she's also coming and stand. She was your rock. This lady says, I was her rock, and this is her doing this. And what she's saying to me is, there's been so many tears since she passed over to spirit, but she's walking every step of the way down here with you, and she knows life's been very up and down. She's also referencing your long hair, and she's saying that she would do something or brush your hair. You'd also be able to understand with her. She's got a really cool hairbrush with floral print on it, and it's soft bristles. She's got a very kind heart, but she didn't suffer fools gladly. And this is the essence of this message. She keeps coming forward. She's just bringing me carnations, white carnations. But she's laughing because she's changed it to carnation milk. And what she's saying, you'll understand that she liked carnation milk with bananas and segments of oranges as well. But the reason, okay, she's just changed it back to normal carnations. She liked to have a joke. Also, she swapped her mind a bit because, you're dyeing it pink now. Okay, let's see what she's got to say about that. She's laughing. She's quite traditional. But she's saying whatever makes you feel good inside, because she says one marries up with the other. And we've always got to do what makes us feel good. So also, just before she goes, she just wants to, okay, she's showing me cherry bakewells. So, but these are the slices. This isn't the pie. And she said, and then she showed me almonds on top. Okay, you'll also understand with this lady that towards the end, okay, she's got some issues with her throat and she couldn't speak. The reason she's just brought that in is because what she's saying to me is, you've got to start using your voice. I don't predict. I'm just saying that this is what this lady would have said to you on the earth plane. That sometimes in life, Danielle, we've got to find our voice. And she's saying that you used to have a voice, and there's a situation down here at the minute where you need to start using your voice. Okay, my mother eats them all the time and her daughter. Cool. Because she's laughing and she's saying to me, there's just a lot of energy spinning around you at this time, and it's quite turbulent energy. And she's saying, I haven't gone anywhere. She needs you to know this, and this is her pointing, because I wouldn't do this. But she's feels slowly, and she's like, I haven't gone anywhere. I have not gone anywhere, young lady. She says, I walk the earth plane every step of the way with you. You'll also understand she's bringing July in as being important. Okay, and she's given me the 5th and around the 18th of the month. But she's just said to me as well, how can you ever feel alone when you just sit there, close your eyes and think of me? She said, okay, she's brought that song in as well. I'm not going to sing it, but close your eyes, think, because she's saying, put that on and it will remind you of her. So she wants you to know how much she loves you, how much she stands by your side, and that you are never alone, because we are spirit. Allow your spirit within to connect back to spirit back above. And we can't ever feel alone, Danielle, but she brings so much love to you. So as she leaves, she's just given me a red rose, and she says you'll understand the red rose being significant, because at her funeral there was red roses, but she just handed the red rose and put it back. What song? Now don't do this to me, Danielle, because your nan's laughing, because she's trying to get me to sing it, and I can't remember what I said because I'm in the energy. Close your eyes, think of me, and then I'll be near. I can't believe Spirit's getting. They know I am tone deaf. Ivy Rose is my daughter, and yes, Roses. But that song. But she brought it because she knows you'll be laughing. But she said you've got a good voice, and she loves it when she hears you sing. And she's saying that when you sing and listen to music, it brings you the upliftment. So you need to start doing that. I promise I won't sing again in this service, but yeah, can I leave all her love with you? And oh my goodness, it's so much love. Just before she goes, she's ringing a bell, and you'll understand that she had an ornament, and it's like a silver lady with a ball gown, but it was a bell as well. And she's saying, come on, it's about time, young lady, that we pulled our socks up. And she literally did do that. She pulled your socks up before school. So just call out my name. That's the one. Yeah, but call out her name. So can I leave her love with you, Danielle? And thank you for connecting. But remember what a special soul you are, my dear. This is from Nan still. Remember that your light will always shine bright, because you really are a beautiful soul. And you need to remember that. Start looking within and allowing your light to shine. So Nan steps away. She doesn't really want to step away, but I'm going to try and get through as many people as possible. Oh, she's just come and put the hair behind your ears. You'll feel your hair sweeping onto your face. She's just put it behind your ear, and that's a sign from her. Right, okay, so let me take a drink and we will keep throwing it out because I just do what my spirit team tell me. Right, okay. I've got a gentleman stepping forward, and this gentleman has got a big belly on him, but he's got his leg stuck out. And okay, he's just tapped his leg. He's either got a wooden leg or a prosthetic leg. First of all, he showed me like an ulcer or something going on in his leg, but then it got changed to like so he's making me feel that he lost his leg further on. I don't know whether he lost his leg because of diabetes or there was some sort of infection. There was something that caused him to lose his leg. But he likes to drink, this gentleman, and he's resting his hands on his belly. You can't see me. There you go. He's resting his hands on his belly. But he always sat, and he had a cane, but he didn't like to use it. He should have been on more than that. But he's got his legs stuck out. He always sat with his legs stuck out. Also, you're going to be able to understand with this gentleman, there's some sort of milk connection. He's bringing me milk bottles, the old milk bottles. So I don't know if he was a milkman or there's some sort of memory there with glass milk bottles. Okay, he's just took a deep breath and done that. This gentleman's making me feel his transition to spirit was quick and my heart's going. So he's making me feel that he had some sort of husband. Okay, can you understand though, Deborah, that okay, he's a joker because he's just okay, right, he's tapping his leg. But you'd understand that this ulcer, he had issues with this leg anyway, because he's got this leg and this leg sticking out. Let me bring some very specific information because we always need to make sure we've got the right recipient. Okay, he's got acid indigestion, this gentleman, because he liked to drink. So he's just putting the acid indigestion on me. And I'm also saying you're going to have to bring a little bit more than that. Okay, like Scotch on the rocks. Okay, and he's just shown me Jim Beam. Is it Jim Beam whiskey? But he says he drank anything. He would drink anything, this gentleman. But what he's saying to me, bad circulation. Okay, he had some sort of crutch or walking stick, this gentleman. But okay, and he's making me feel that he's like your father. He's your a fatherly link. But he's got so much energy. But what he said to me is, he was a different person when he had Jack Daniels. Okay, thank you. I knew there was a J in it. I couldn't quite get it. I don't drink. Can you imagine me on a drink? But he's laughing because this is his personality. And he's so black and white and down to earth. But he loved life. He said even though he had bad circulation, yet so full of energy, but he's bringing the energy for you down here at this time. Also, as he steps forward. Okay. Can you understand? He's just said half pint to me. So I don't know if he called you half pint or he's referencing half a pint. But can you also understand that if he did drink bitter, he's like drinking Tetleys? Because he's bought me Tetleys. Okay, he keeps switching on me. And that's what he did down here because he's got two personalities. And what I mean by that is he liked to have a drink and that made him really loud and vivacious. But inside, your dad was quite a sensitive soul, is what he's saying to me. And he said the drinking gave him this bravado, this. But he's saying somebody down here hides themselves away a little bit. Also, can you understand? Your dad's showing me a viaduct with a steam train going over. I don't know if this is a picture or a memory. Okay, I don't know if it's the Settle Railway. Oh, it's your husband. I do apologise. He just come in on such a beautiful, tight... okay, my uncle lost his leg, owned a pub. I can understand this. Right, we don't play ping pong. I will get one piece of information and... so we're going back to the Settle Railway. Whoever this is for will understand it's either a picture of a viaduct with a steam train going over and it's tapestry of a steam train. Yeah, definitely review then, Deborah, because that's what they just bought. Also, this gentleman would do this. Somebody gets, Deborah, you get an itchy nose when he comes around, but he liked to blow his nose a lot. And he's, but what he wants to say is, I'm sorry that I had to leave you. He says, because he knows it's been tough. He says, it has been so tough since he's left. I know it's tough for everyone, but it was the shock of it. And he keeps doing this. Can you also understand? He's got some sort of small sovereign ring there's a small ring and he's took it off. He's also saying about a wedding ring or something, and somebody's either wearing it on a chain or thinking of wearing it on a chain, and he likes that idea. He's saying, have me close to your heart, because that's where he is. He's in your heart, he's in your mind, he's around you, and he needs you to know this. Okay, he's now bringing his serious side, so let's see where he's going with this. Okay, can you understand why he's brought me a small Rolls-Royce car? This isn't a real car, it's a small, okay, it's a wedding car. I don't know if somebody down here is getting married or if it's something to do with your, but he's just bringing me a wedding car. So still can understand. This is why I do love having people in front of me so I can get the information spot on, but it's fine. So he likes to talk, and he's also animated with his hands. So when he spoke, but he's also, he's just slowed down and he's just come and stood behind you. The whole of the energy's changed because this gentleman, okay, he's coming, he wants to say sorry, Deborah. And what he wants to say sorry for, he's just making me feel that he didn't show you just how much he loved you. And he said at times he took you for granted. And he says, I'm sorry. He says, now I'm in the spiritual realms. He said, I realize what a beautiful soul you are. And I'm so sorry that I didn't treat you like the princess like I did at the beginning. And he says, I just want to, he says, I don't need to say sorry, but I feel that I need to. He says, because he says, you and him were like this, but like everyone, he says, sometimes it was like this. Okay, he's laughing because he's just brought me, okay, he needs to slow down with the information because he's brought me a fishing rod and he's laughing because, okay, where are you going with this? Because I don't feel like this is fishing. I think he's playing with me because what he's just said to me is, it's about time you hooked somebody else. I know that's a bizarre thing to say, but that's what he said, and I always give what I get. So I do feel that he's saying that if the time's right, that you can feel the need to move on. If you need to move on, you can. He comes with so much. He comes with so much love. He really does. And oh gosh. He's bringing the fishing back in. So he's bought me a Billy Bass. You know that flaps that sings Be Happy. And this is what he's bringing to you because, you know, that fish thing. So don't know if he, but he's saying be happy. Because he wants you to be happy and he wants you to move on. And he says, do what makes your soul sing. He says, make sure. He wants you to be happy down here. And he says, you'll understand this. Okay, he also had a habit of doing this. So after he'd had a drink, he's doing this. And you used to tell him off. And he's going to kill me for saying this. But he used to wipe his nose with his sleeve. Or somebody around you does. And he's laughing. Because he says, I'm exactly the same in the spirit world as I was down here. You know, he said, I was a diamond in the rough. But he is a diamond. He's an absolute diamond. And he too wants you to know, just like everybody on here tonight, we do not walk this path alone. We are spirit just encompassed in this physical form. How can we truly be alone when we can just connect back to home? So he wants you to just remember that, and remember that we're down here for learning and that we need to do what makes us happy. We need to allow our souls to sing. He's saying, go out and shine bright. So can I leave his love with you? So thank you, Deborah. So I'm just going to, someone has a tipple of gin down here. They like the pink gin because he's just rested. But this isn't gin, this is water. Okay, right, let's see where we're going now. Okay, sorry, whoever this is stepping in is looking at my bulldog. I've got a lady stepping in, and as this okay, I've got a few energies, so I just need to ask them to separate. Okay, right. The gentleman I've got is whistling, going, my oh my, oh, why are they doing this? My Old Man's a Dustman. He wears it. That's the song that, and I never get songs, so I don't know what's going on tonight. I think it's just so that, yeah, you know, I have the faith and I just bring what they bring. But My Old Man's a Dustman. This gentleman, okay, likes to wear waistcoats, and I know that sounds generic, but he's got a check shirt on, and you'll understand it's a black waistcoat and it's shiny on the back. He likes to wear a cap. And this gentleman's just said to me, "Where there's money there, lass," and he's talking very Yorkshire, Lancashire. I'm not very good with accents. Okay, he's only a small gentleman, and he's making me feel he likes to smoke a pipe. He also said pipe was for occasions. He says, I also smoked roll-ups, and he's bringing me feeling like he smoked old Oban roll-ups because his fingers are quite covered in tar. That's what he's showing me as well. Also, he's walking with a bit of a limp. Sorry, he said, I just wanted to get you to do that. Okay, he's another gentleman that's really down to earth and working class, and he feels like he's coming in on a grandfather vibration. You'll also understand with this gentleman, he was good with his hands, but he had a old Shire horse and cart on the mantelpiece, or you'll remember that as a childhood memory. Also, he had the coal fire, but next to the coal fire, he's got a really nice, and it swung round and it's circular. You know, all the, I don't say pots and pans for the coal fire, I don't know what they're called, scullery stuff. He's showing me that as well, but there's a lady that steps forward and she's just knocked him out of the way, because as this lady steps forward, she's got a bit of weight on her, and they've come as a pair. And she said, I was the voice, and he feels like he feels like he either had a horse and cart, or he was a rag and bone man, or something like that, you know, where he earned his money from, because he's shown me the horse and cart again. But as she steps in, she's brought me the name of Gladys, and what she's just said to me is, okay, you will understand these as a pair. He went to the spirit world first, and she was left by herself down here. And it feels like grandfather and granddad vibration. So I don't know if anyone can understand this. Let me get a few more bits of information. If not, I'll have to ask him to step away. He's just took a really deep breath, and he's like, no, they horse and cart, grandma's Gladys. Okay, Pamela, I won't lie, they were spinning loads of energy. You just can't understand all the other bits I've just been told. You can't understand all of it, but I'm going to keep working with you because, okay, you understand that you knew Grandma better. Okay, and as Grandma steps forward, she's bringing me, okay, she was a very proud lady, and she was a house, even though he would come in mucky, and that's her words. She's saying that her house was immaculate. Everything had a place. And what she's also showing me is her whites were whiter than white on the line. And she was Ajax mad. Ajax Vinto mad is what she's showing me. Also, she's, okay, she also got a touch of indigestion. And she had to keep clearing the throat. Can you understand with this lady some sort of throat issues? And that towards the end, bless her, she shrunk. She lost quite a lot of weight. Also, she showed me she got swelling around her legs. Okay, she's yes, she had a lovely home. She's got some beautiful ornaments. She's very, very proud of. She's also she collected like plates. She had a very eclectic mix of different things, but she would spend ages. She's also showing me glass, that she had some sort of really nice crystal vase glass, but it wasn't. It was glass, not crystal. Okay, I'm just asking her to come a little bit closer because she's just very slightly, but passed with a heart attack. Okay, so that's where she's. Okay, thank you for that, Pamela. Because what she's saying to me is that, yeah, she did not like clutter in her life, but she's saying down here at the minute, Pam, that there is quite a lot of clutter around you, and that you just need to focus on one thing, and that what doesn't serve you, you need to step away from. Because what she's also saying to me, okay, she enjoyed herself in her younger days, did this lady, and what I mean by that is, she was a very smart lady. She's bringing me a black handbag, and inside this black handbag, she's showing me a gold compact, but lipstick. She said when she went out, she liked to put a little bit of lipstick on, a little bit of rouge, and she liked to look smart is the way she's bringing it to me. She's also just said to me, okay, her skin's fabulous. Can you understand with your grandma that she looked after her skin? And she just bought me like Pond's cream to put on the skin. And she said to me, my looks and my house and everything was very important to me. She says, but now I'm in the spiritual realm, she realizes that the time she spent scrubbing and cleaning and pride in her house, and it's fabulous to have pride in. Oh, her skin is fabulous. This is her saying, she's like, thank you for noticing, because she's just doing this. She's so proud of her skin. Also, she's just brought me Yardley talc. So there's a lavender connection. So if you can't understand, she liked putting lavender as well in her drawers because she liked the smell of it. Okay, she's just showed me as well, your granddad has just stepped back in, because you'll understand on the wall, you know what the plough horses wore with the buckles going down, all the different, they've just brought one of those forward, and I think it hung on the wall. So lavender a lot. She brings the smell of lavender around you at the minute, Pamela, because she says you just need the upliftment. Okay, he's vying to get back in, but she's like, we're talking about houses here. She said, this is my jurisdiction. She wouldn't have actually said jurisdiction. She told me off for that. But she was quite strict, but in a loving way, because she liked things just so. And she's saying she liked things just so with you as well. When you went there, you had to be clean and tidy, and you'll understand that she liked to pull a hanky out from underneath the sleeves, spit on it, and scrub on you, and you hated it. And get all the bits of chocolate. Oh, you need some sleep. Okay, well, the lavender will help you with the sleep as well. So that's also why she's brought it in. So thank you for that. But what she's saying to me is, she's saying, try to declutter. She's saying because decluttering the mind declutters the energy around us. And by decluttering, she's saying that what doesn't serve you, we need to let you go. And this is a message for everybody, because it's took me a long time, and it's your grandma saying the same. If we can't change something, we've got to let it go. And if we can change something, then do it. We cannot sit in limbo. We are down here and we are for self, because we have come as one. Yeah. So we need to, and she's saying that will bring you a lot of peace in your heart by decluttering. She's laughing because you'll understand she had an ornament that was an open book. It was a book with writing either side. And what she's saying is, okay, she wasn't spiritual, but she had a faith. And she's laughing because she liked Gobby Dobby's philosophy about keeping the faith, because she's saying you need to keep the faith, because she said to me there has been times where you thought everything and everyone, I know, my dear, and your grandma was the same. But what she's saying is sometimes we're down here to learn lessons. It's for evolution of the soul, and because of that, sometimes we have to let people learn. And it's not about leaving them high and dry. It's about allowing people, souls, to evolve, because that's what we take back with us. Evolution of the soul is the true wealth within. She got her words mixed up towards the end. But remember, Pam, that just allow things to go. Have an open heart, but also allow those around you to learn and to find their own path, and for you to find your own path as well. So just as she goes, I've asked her to bring something. Okay, my faith, yes, and so it should be, because just as philosophy, faith is hope, and hope brings joy. So she's just said to me, okay, can you understand as well? She's just brought me, first of all, it was rosemary beads, and then she's changed it to a crucifix. But she's saying, in your heart, hold on to your faith, she says, and just believe that we're all here for a higher purpose. So can I leave her love with you? And so much healing. They're spinning so much healing energy around you at this time. So I don't even know how long this service is meant to go on for. So I'll just bring somebody else through because I'm not sure. Let me just take a drink. And let's see. where we're going. Okay. Around 8:15. Cool. Thank you. You see, Zara's on the ball. Right. Okay. I don't know if they want me to go direct. 1 second. I'm just going to click on to chat because okay. Right. Okay. They're spinning the energy around you, Sharon Hull. So let's see who we've got for you. I just know you need a message. Okay. Come on. I'm just asking them to step a little bit closer because, Sharon, okay, can you understand? Okay, I've said that loads of times. The person that's trying to step forward is a little bit unsure in their energy. And as they are trying to step forward, they're a little bit reserved as well. And I'm just saying, but that's how they were on the earth plane. Okay, can you understand my whole energy is changing? There's a gentleman in the spiritual realms and he's got circular glasses on. And as he steps forward, he feels his energy is like a clerk or a bookkeeper. And he's got the most beautiful, kind energy. You'll also understand with him, he's got a small black notebook. And he'd write his thoughts down. He's a very pensive gentleman. You'll also understand he liked to wear sweaters, V-neck sweaters. And he's got one that did have diamonds on it. He's also shown me he wore a collar and shirt and his shoes. His shoes were important to him. That's also what he said to me. I will need Zara to keep helping me out with these comments. I've took the comments off. So I don't know if you can understand this. Also, as he steps forward, he liked matching socks. He had a thing for socks, this gentleman. And what I mean, okay, Sharon, Grandad, because he's got the most beautiful, kind, warm energy. Can you see how my energy's just changed? And what he's saying to me is, he's bringing the calmness around you. But he would have a pencil behind his ear. He'd have a little pencil and he would get it out because he's showing me that he was, I don't want to say an engineer, but he was very good at putting things together. That's the way he's bringing it across to me. And he's making me feel as well that, can you understand? He liked doing matchstick cars and matchstick things with matchsticks because he's bringing me matchsticks. So I don't know if he's bringing me them so that he's, okay, I'm just trying to say to him, because he took a little bit of time to open up to people, because what he likes to do is stand back and read people's energy. And I'm just saying to him, can he just bring a bit more? Can you understand a wooden clock with this gentleman that sat on the mantelpiece? Because I'm just trying to get the energy going a bit more. And what he's saying is that towards the end, bless him, he really slowed down. He had a pencil. Okay, I'm definitely with you then, Sharon. His energy, he says I'm a bit much for him. And he doesn't mean it in an unkind way because he wasn't unkind. But he's just taking a while for his energy to okay, I'm just struggling to get my words out. Can you also understand with him, bless him, at the end? He too struggled to get his words out. And I feel at times that he would not a stutter, but trip over his own words. But he's saying somebody down here at the minute is tripping over their own words. And this again is about standing your own truth, because your granddad's saying that he liked to please everybody. He's okay, can you also understand with him? He's shown me it's like a wooden box, and in this wooden box he's got lots of different knickknacks, and he feels like he's got some sort of desk he's sat at. And he's saying to me in the top left-hand drawer, there's sweets. He would give you boiled sweets, and also sweets, the lollipops with the square wrappers on, because he's also showing me that. Because what he's saying to me is, he's saying it's about time that we started going through stuff. He's just making me feel that he liked order in his life, and this is very similar to the message I just given, because he's saying about having an order in life and decluttering. And what he's saying to me is about sometimes we have to step back from situations, and your granddad was very good at stepping back from situations. Can you understand? He bought you a skipping rope. I'm just being shown a skipping rope with the wooden handles, what I call the old skipping ropes, and skipping. But what he's showing me with the skipping is just going round and round and round. And he's saying that this is you at this time. And he says it's time to start moving forwards. He's saying it's time to not start staying on the same spot and to move forwards. That's him taking the big sigh, by the way. Because, okay, he's also shown me towards the end, he got stubble. He got a lot of stubble, and he's done that to my face, and he just feels like he wants to say thank you. Somebody come around, and he got quite a lot of help towards the end, because he's just making me feel he couldn't look after himself. That he wants to say thank you. Somebody kept his respect and his dignity. He's also laughing because he got bought hankies for Christmas, and he's shown me a pack of 3 handkerchiefs that somebody bought him for Christmas. And he said, I always got handkerchiefs or socks for Christmas. He said, but I didn't mind. He's also shown me bonbon sweets. I think they're bonbons, and coffee twists. He's making me feel that he would go to the shop or give you money, and it would still be in the time where you would get the sweets in the white packets. Okay, I don't know where he's going with this, but he's showing me sherbet dip dabs now. Okay, so right, let's see why he's showing me the sherbet dip dabs. I don't know if you can understand all these sweets, but the reason he's bringing the sweets in is you need some sweetness in your life. Also, he's bringing the sweetness in because he's just saying to me, I don't predict, but you'll understand that there is concern about somebody being on the cusp of diabetes. This is already out in the ether. I've got a deal. I don't bring stuff that isn't already out. So he's also bringing it that way as well. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, but he wants you to know what a beautiful, kind soul you are. I know this is the essence of the messages, but the spirit world, there has to be healing through the messages. It's fundamental to what we do. And he's just saying down here at this time that you need to, people sometimes see your kindness as a weakness, and never change ourselves because of those around us. Sometimes we have to step away from those people where don't change self, he's saying, because you need to remember that you have got a voice. You need to remember how important you are. And he was important, but just because he was quiet didn't mean he couldn't get his point across, because he was a man of few words, but when he did say things, they meant something. And he's saying down here that that needs to be the same, that points can be given, but in a very calm way. So I haven't seen any comments for a long time, so I don't know if you can understand any of that, but so I just want to leave is love with you, Sharon, and just remember, this isn't a word he would use. Remember how fabulous you are, Sharon, because you need this upliftment. You need to be told, like, what a beautiful soul you are. And I know I keep saying about us shining our light, but we often forget that we're down here in this physical form, and we've just got to think of the spirit world, and we connect back to everything we are and everything where we came from and we go back to. We are spirit within. And remember, your spirit within is beautiful. Your energy, you've got such beautiful energy. So remember that, and be strong in your energy, and don't allow other people's energy to make a dent in your beautiful energy. He wants you to know that. So as he steps away, bless him, I've said, okay, he's just brought Werther's toffees. I don't know if that's a bit of a joke. I don't know, because and he's now just changed it to Thornton toffees. I don't know. But anyway, can I leave his love with you? So, okay, let's see where we're going. No, God bless you, Sharon. Just remember how special you are. Yeah, you really are a beautiful soul. So, let's see whether Spirit want me to go direct or throw it out. We will see. Okay, I need to throw this out because
Hi everybody, sorry, Libby's just dropped out of the sky. She will be reconnecting in a minute. Oh, there's Sharon sending a message. Thank you, Pamela. Lovely to. Oh, that's really nice. It's nice how everybody's chatting. We'll just wait for Libby to come back to us. Reverend Adrian, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Reverend Adrian? He's not going to thank me because he's in the middle of chomping.
I can hear you.
I was hoping you could. I thought I don't want you going like that with a mouthful of tea. we've just lost Libby. Here she comes back now. Here she is. That's great. We lost you, Libby, but we're so pleased to see you back.
I did a disappearing act, but do not fear, the Libster is here. So keep the faith, as Dobby would say. Okay, so the reason the energy just changed loads. So I've got quite a youngish gentleman stepping forwards, and the reason why he wants me to throw this out is he says it's going to be a little bit of a delicate message, because what he's just said to me is he passed the spirit world through misadventure, and what he's showing me is life got a bit tough for him, and because life got a bit tough for him, he's chose a path that meant he could escape his troubles, but by going down that path, it led to him going back to spirit. And I don't mean suicide, I mean misadventure, because that's what would have been recorded. But this gentleman, as he steps forward, was so full of life before, and it was around the age of 15 or 16 that he started going off the beaten track, so to speak. But as he steps forward, he has got the most beautiful smile, and he's a good-looking lad, but he knows it, and he's like wearing Lacoste. He loved all the smart stuff in life. He said, yeah, and he's just making me feel that there's a birthday around this time. And he said, I just drifted away. He said, that's the only way. He said, but I started drinking, I started smoking, and then it escalated into other things. He said, and people always wondered if it was an accident but he says it was. He says he was very troubled, and he says his soul needed to go home. And because his soul needed to go home, what happened that night, he knew what was going to happen by what the things leading up to it, and he's had a few near misses is the way that he's showing me. He's also saying to me that when he was younger, showing motocross bikes, that he loved motocross bikes, and he loved life, and he was the life and soul of the party, and he's just took the deepest breath and the biggest sigh, because he's saying that somebody has been at his graveside recently, or been at his memorial, but he's also saying that loads of people come out because people couldn't believe he'd gone. He's also showing me helium balloons were put up into the air, because he's just said to me, he said he knew by taking what he took, he would no longer be here. He said, because he said, but he's making me feel that this message is for his mom. But his mom isn't on tonight, and this message needs to be passed on to his mom, because nothing nobody could have done was going to stop the wheel of events. And I do feel there was some sort of argument or altercation, and someone feels very guilty. I'm going to get a few bits of more information. If nobody can understand this, I will have to ask him to step back. He has just done this with the throat, though. So he's making me feel now that he had tried before by experimenting, but what actually took him to the back home is, you'll understand, an injury to his neck. That's the way I'm feeling. He was dancing around it, but prior to that, he's saying he was very up and down. He's making me feel, I don't want to say bipolar, but he suffered a lot with depression. But before that, he was the brightest soul. He's laughing, because you'll understand with him, he loved going out, and he's doing all this. He liked to go clubbing, because he's getting me doing the clubbing. And you'll understand that he always had club anthem tunes on. Also, he's bringing me to like Ralph Lauren, Paco Rabanne, Aftershave. And what he's just said to me is, people didn't realise just how lost he was inside, because he said he was a very lost soul. Can anyone understand this gentleman? If not, I will have to ask him to step back. But he he keeps saying to me that he needs to be taken because he needs to come, and this message needs to go to his mom. This message needs to go to his mom because, can anyone understand this? Sorry, I just.
Hi everybody. Poor Libby. We knew there were going to be tinkers tonight, didn't we? From Adrian. It was when you put Gobby Dobby it all started. You see, it went downhill from there.
Don't you blame me.
It's the easiest way to do. Just to remind everybody, we will be drawing the duck race. We will be drawing the raffle at the end. Libby's back again. She comes just in the nick of time when I start to panic. So
yeah,
we're so pleased to see you.
I'm so sorry.
Don't worry.
I keep
proving that Reverend Adrian and I are listening.
Yeah, well, that's good. You see, I'm keeping you on the ball. It doesn't look like anyone can take this gentleman.
Well, I think there we are. Does that help?
Okay, right. Let's see, Deborah. But I won't lie. This gentleman, as he stepped forward, was making me feel that he worked hard and played hard. And I'm not going to open it up, but he said to me that he lived life in the fast lane. If this gentleman is for you, he wants to say sorry because he's saying to me that it was him living life in the fast lane. And he knew something. There'd been quite a few near misses, and he said to me that it was only a matter of time before he went back to spirit. And he knew that because he said he was naughty and he's like doing a wheelie and he's got a super bike. But also what he's saying to me is he was a proper ladies' man. He had a lot of friends, but people didn't know the true him because inside of him, he was a bit of a lost soul at times. And he enjoyed having a drink, and putting on a brave face is the way that he showed it to me. But what he wants to say, Deborah, is somebody down here is blaming themselves. He's going back. There was some sort of argument in the days before, or there was some sort of distance between two people, and because of that, they're racked with guilt. And he's saying, don't be. He's saying because they're just words. They're just words. They mean nothing. He said, I'm back home, and he said, I knew I was going to end up back home. It was only a matter of time. But he says that down here at this time, his mom is really struggling to come to terms. And he wants his mom to know that he comes around mom a lot. He comes around, and he's bringing this aftershave smell because he always smelled good. And he wants mom to know that when she gets a whiff of his aftershave, and he's shown me Ralph Lauren or the horse with the horses on, and also he had a really nice watch. I don't want to say it's Michael Kors, but it's like a fancy watch like that. I'm a very simple being. I don't even own a hairdryer, so I don't know but he's laughing because he says, well, I left it all down here and I've gone back home. He said, but he worked hard, so he liked nice things. He wants you to tell mom that he's fine, and this is really important. Also, he wants you to tell mom he was gone. He didn't suffer. He said, literally, I was here 1 minute and I was gone the next. But he is making me feel okay. He's showing me the funeral, and he's saying that people came out on motorbikes. There's some sort of floral tribute. There was some sort of teddy bear, and the teddy bear, he's showing me a teddy bear. There's something to do with a teddy bear that's important. I don't know if it's a memory bear, but he keeps referencing the teddy bear. But he's also saying there must have been a motorbike floral, because he said he loved the floral tributes. But he also wants you to know he's got such vivacious, bouncy energy. And someone's kept the helmet. There's some sort of memorial with the helmet as well. There's something, because what he's saying to me is he knows mom has also got a picture of him in a frame, and he moves the frame around, but he just wants you to pass on. He's saying that somehow, can you get this message to my mom? He's saying because she needs to hear this. She needs to hear that he's okay, that he's fine up in the spiritual realms. And that's the reason he's come through. But he said there's nothing down on the earth plane that would have stopped him going home, because it was his time and he knew. He said, and my life was action-packed down on the earth plane. He said, I enjoyed life. He said, I'm not going to tell people how much I enjoyed life on a public setting, but he said, I enjoyed life. And he said, you know, me and the boys, and that's the way he's referencing it. But he walked with a strut. He's like this. Yeah, right, looking in the mirror before he goes out. And he even didn't like putting his helmet on because of messing his hair up. But yeah, if you can pass this on to his mom, he would appreciate that. And he wants you to tell mom there was nothing nobody could do. He lived life to the fullest, and he's back home and he's waiting. He's just waiting. He comes around. He comes around mom a lot. And there's some sort of candle that gets lit for him, but he's laughing. There was a candle that gets lit that wouldn't light, and it was him blowing it out. I'm not sure if this is birthday candles, because he's just showing me candles and he's laughing. So can I leave all his love with you? Because I can see it's 8:15. So thank you.
That was nicely timed, Libby.
Yeah.
They're good, aren't they?
Yeah, you did.
Faith.
You were amazing. Yeah, you were amazing. You kept the faith. Even when you dropped out the sky twice on us, you kept the faith. But Deborah Adams is saying okay, so that must be Sir telling his mum. But yeah, you're absolutely amazing. Amazing. I knew you would be. Your energy just wears me out. Deborah says, lovely. There you go. You really need to look back. It leaves a recording, Libby, on our Facebook page and on my Facebook page, and read back some of the lovely, lovely comments of love for you from our congregation. Really, it's sometimes nice to. Sorry.
You were amazing. You were amazing. Yeah.
We are all amazing, because we're all part of one consciousness. It is all a collective energy. So thank you to each and every one of us.
You're
because
welcome.
it is.
The only issue I've got is the fact that you can't understand the difference between the Yorkshire accent and the Lancashire accent. Now we're going to have to sort that out.
No, I haven't got a Scooby-Doo. I won't lie. I was in Lancashire the other day doing horses, communicating. So I should do, but nah.
Yeah, I lived there 3 years. I was glad to be back.
Steady on.
Only joking, Lancashire people. Only joking.
I was going to say that other districts are available.
Yeah, they're more likely glad to get rid of me.
Libby, would you do the closing prayer for us, please?
Of course I would.
Thank you.
Can we blend? Sorry. Can we blend our energies, please, friends? Divine loving spirit, thank you for allowing me to connect our loved ones in spirit with spirit down here on the earth plane, and allow us to move forward in this physical life with love in our hearts, and as the Reverend has said, with faith, because we need faith to step out each day. And remember, we are all here for learning, and because of that, teach us to be kind, teach us to be patient, teach us that each and every one of us is just trying to do our best. And we are all at different stages of evolution. And by putting out a smile is healing. By just lending a hand or picking up the phone and allowing us to connect voice to voice brings the healing. So I ask you, Divine Father, to bring healing to each and every one of us, and to open our hearts and minds to the highest frequency, which is love. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Lord, keep us safe this night, secure from all our fears. May angels guard us while we sleep, till morning light appears. Amen.
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 We managed to get it right this week, didn't we, Reverend Adrian? Usually one of us does the Lord's Prayer at the beginning, and then one of us does the Lord keep us safe, but we forgot to arrange which one we're doing which. And then we did the medium did the prayer last week, and Sue Lawton, she said it made her laugh because we both went like this and looked up to see who was going to do the bit at the end. But we private messaged while you were doing your do, Libby, so we knew what we were doing.
Good thinking.
Organised-ish. Now then, let's see what we've got. We've got next week's speaker is the lovely Rosie Spirit. So she'll be with us. Could we send healing to Israel and India, please? Just while I'm thinking. I know we did mention it earlier, but it's terrible what's going on in the world today. Crazy, crazy. And I think we'll do the ducky race, I think. What do you think? Is everybody up for the duck race?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you up for the duck race, Libby?
I haven't got a clue what the duck race is, but go for it.
Oh, you're going to love it. Well, what it is our mediums, and I shall be asking you if you would kindly donate your time just for one reading. And our mediums, let us raffle them off for a one-on-one private reading. And we sell the tickets for £1 and we put them towards running our church until we can get the doors open again. Plus, it's a bit of fun. To do that, we just think the ducky race is quite good fun. We can't have ordinary ducks. We've got to have ones dressed up, as you'll see in a minute. When I do click the ducky race, just beware everybody, well, I say everybody, Adrian and Libby, that they can hear what you're saying. This is the only time it doesn't self-mute. So just in case you go to shout, fetch me a cup of tea, everybody will hear you.
Excellent stuff.
All right, so thank you to...
I'm more than happy to donate, either animals in spirit or on the earth plane or loved ones.
Thank you.
Yeah. So count me in.
Fantastic, Libby. Thank you so much. Can always rely on you. Bless you. Right, so without further ado, because I know you're dying to see what this is like, don't blink, you'll miss it. It's only about 10 seconds race. They must paddle like it. So here we go. Good luck, everybody, and thank you for buying a ticket. Oh, we've lost her. Oh, we're going to do the duck race and she's going to miss it. Shall we
She knows what's coming.
Yeah, now don't be cheeky, you. Do you want to tell everybody what you'll be doing on Thursday, Reverend Adrian, just while we're waiting? I think Libby should see the ducky race.
Yes, tomorrow night we've got Debbie McHugh at 8 o'clock for the questions and answers. So please join me then. Other than that, that's about it for this week.
Fantastic. We waited for you, Libby. We thought you needed to see the ducks. Adrian thought was convinced you ducked out, if you'll pardon the pun.
Fantastic.
You've got to see it. Are you ready? Good luck, everybody. Oh, here we go. Look, there's number 1, Rocket Duck. Oh, and there's number 9, Pirate Duck. 13,
cool.
Teddy
Come
Duck.
on, number 9.
Wait a minute. Oh, look at that coming, number 7, Mr. Duck himself, smooth on the surface, paddling like a duck on a mission under the water. We have a clear winner, number 7. Let's see who that was.
Spiritual number 7's like, yeah, how cool is that?
Did you like that?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations to Steve Ebbage. You've won the one-on-one private reading with Paul Hewitt, who's Rodney's son. So nice, amazing. Steve. That's fantastic. We shall put you in touch. So thank you again, everybody, for doing that. I think tomorrow night's also Little Port service, and Reverend Adrian's doing his Q. Who have you got on, Reverend Adrian?
Debbie McHugh.
That's
from Manchester.
Right. From Manchester. That's a different accent altogether.
Yeah.
That's the joy of living in a seaside town. We get some fabulous accents. I love it. And when I go to see my daughter in Liverpool, I just love theirs. I just sit there like that listening. Anyway, let's see.
Calm down.
Okay. No, they don't all talk like that, Reverend Adrian.
Oh, they do. They do.
We're opening the church for the grand opening on the 3rd of July, and we should be having all sorts going on. We'll be having our first service on the Thursday the 24th, and our very own Reverend Gobby Dobby will be our medium for the evening. We've got microphones at the ready. Not that he needs them. Oh, well, fabulous.
No, and there's 2 of us. There's 2 of us.
There's 2 of you. Please tell me you're not one of a twin.
No. The 23rd, we've got me and Delacaster on the 24th.
I think it's the 24th Thursday.
Is lovely.
Yeah, she is.
Delacaster's fabulous, yeah.
I'll look at a bit of congratulations, Steve. That's lovely. So we're looking for the 3rd of July. We're looking for tombola prizes because we are going to give half of the proceeds from the tombola to the Marie Curie because it's quite close to all of our hearts, but especially to one of our congregations, Sue. So we shall be doing that. So please, if you've got any, we can pick up your donations to sell in the shop. Give us a tinkle and we'll come and get them by all means. And what else have I got to tell you? I think that's it for me. And announcements, Reverend Adrian. Do you have anything to say other than that?
Yeah, it's my birthday in August.
Oh, well, I know that because we're both Leos. June. No. Libby, how can people find you if they would like to contact you?
Oh, so it's a mouthful. I've got my own page. It's Libby's Animal Communication, Private Readings and Healing. So thank you for that. Yeah.
There you go. You heard it.
Can you repeat it in case anybody doesn't do shorthand?
Yeah, it is a bit of a long one. I should have put it in the comments, but it's Libby's Animal Communication, Private Readings and Healing. So yeah, I connect to animals in spirit, animals down here, loved ones, and obviously I do healing. But no, so thank you for that.
Fantastic. Libby, you've been amazing as always. Your energy is just fantastic. Please send me a bit of your energy. I need it at the moment. I work 4 days a week in lettings, and at the moment it's absolutely full on, as you can imagine. I love it, but I come home, I'm like,
yeah, plus it's an hour after your bedtime.
It is already. It is. That's absolutely true. My other half's a baker and up at 2:30 in the morning. And so, of course, I tend to be awake at the same time. hence why I have bright lights so you can't see the bags under my eyes.
It worked well. We like.
I did. Plus a nice face cream my daughter-in-law made for me. It's amazing. When I see you, Libby, or if you give me your address, I'll post you some. It's amazing.
I need some. I'm very well. You don't. I look good at the minute. No, it's the spiritual energy. So I always look young. And then when you see me in person, not good.
No, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You always.
No, I don't believe you, Libby. Plus the fact you don't want Sarah's face cream. It's anti-wrinkle cream. You don't need that.
No, she don't. She don't.
Oh, I do. Trust me.
I've got to agree with him there. Even though he's been cheeky, and I'm going to slap him later. I agree with him there.
You're off to bed.
Hang on, I'll prod you. Hang on. Oh, I can't.
You can't
I seem to go around the corner. Oh, well, thank you for joining us, Libby. Thank you, Reverend Gobby Dobby, alias Reverend Adrian. And we'll see you tomorrow night. Libby, thank you, my love. Keep in touch because we do miss you. And thank you, everybody, for joining us. Good night and God bless you all.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.